Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi Arora and I have recently passed exam CISA in the first attempt. So since then I have been approached for some tips and tricks to pass the exam. So I thought, why not make a video and share my experience with all the aspirants. Alright, so let me start off with a quick introduction about myself. I have 5+ years of experience in network and information security domain with multiple technologies and multiple products. This might scare you off a little bit, but no worries. There are no prerequisites to sit for the exam. But there's a little twist and you need to wait for a while in the video to know about the details. So let's get on and start discussing about the CISA itself, which is Certified Information Systems Auditor, and it's organized by ISACA. So you can see the URL here, which is isaca.org. And here I've pulled up some stats for you, which is a number of certification holders, average Cisa salaries, and accreditations. Now, talking about the CISA exam itself, there are 5 domains, and the first one is auditing process, then governance and management of IT, then acquisition, development and implementation, systems, operation and business resilience, and protection of the assets. So the first 3 domains have a weightage of 50% and second 2 have a weightage of 50%. So overall, you can say that the first 3, it's all about management, governance, business continuation, BCP and DR. So these include 50% weightage and the security technology includes the 50%. Although I'm talking about the management perspective or the information technology security perspective, but actually CISA means you have a mindset of auditor itself. Alright, so we already discussed about the domain, so I just thought to pull up individual domain weightage for you. You can maybe pause the video and have a look. Then talking about the exam highlights, they are in total 4 hours, 200 questions and approximately 1.2 minutes for each question. Cost for the members for ISACA is US dollars 575 and for non-members it's $760. And there's an additional cost of $50. I'll get back to this in a short while. So before that, let's discuss this part, which is passing exam versus getting certified. So yes, I did discuss that there are no prerequisites to sit for the exam, but the story doesn't end here. So to pass the exam, it's different, but in order to get the official certification badge from ISACA, there are prerequisites. And that's 5 years of experience in short, or in a summary, we can say that. But actually there are a lot of details about it. So 5 years is if you have the information security auditing experience, that's well and good. Actually on the ISACA website there is a complete detail of exact knowledge statements which you need to fulfill in order to provide the supporting experience. And also there are substitutions, like if you have masters or bachelors, you can substitute for 1 or 2 year. And let me show you the slide wherein you can go through the details about the substitutions. Maybe you can pause the video again and have a look here. Let's get on to the preparation part of the exam. Let's assume you are giving a continuous sitting of around 3 hours a day. So in that case, you can assume you would need 4 months to prepare for the exam. Otherwise, an extension and 6 months should be enough to prepare for the exam. Talking about the books, so we have the 2 books here. For me, I personally, I ordered the books from ISACA website, and these are the only 2 official websites from ISACA, and I've only read these 2 books, no other book at all. Now, the first book is the review manual, which is the actual content domain-wise divided, and the second book, RAE manual, it's actually the practice questions. So per domain, you have a number of questions, and in total, there are 1,000 questions for all 5 domains for you to practice. Now, let's say you are arranging these books from your friends or from colleagues. So in that case, make sure that you have the right edition numbers, because ISACA keeps updating the editions and the content itself. So just be careful about that. Now, the tips. So let's say you are not from the auditing background and you are somebody new stepping into it. So the mindset plays a very important role. You have to have, even though you are studying about security or about the management, you have to have a mindset of an auditor. And for those who already have a auditing experience and they are planning to write the exam, for them it's rather much more important to have the mindset of ISACA auditor, not an auditor but ISACA auditor, because let's be honest here, you never follow by the rules or by the book 100%. So by the time what you practice, that develops your mindset. So before you sit for the exam, be an open-minded person and go through the book, accept what ISACA mindset is and understand that. Don't cram the book or the cancer RAE manual, rather understand the mindset. Now, before you sit for the exam, make sure you read a minimum 3 times the manual. I guess you would take 2 times just to understand what it's talking about. So minimum 3 times is really important. And so practice at least 100 questions a day. That's very important, because studying review manual is like 50% of being prepared. 50% is actually your practice on the questions. So that's very important. So let's assume you're giving a CEH kind of exam. So you have a question, you have 4 options, multiple choices, and you know there's one right question and others might be incorrect. You just need to understand the technical part and you will go for the right answer. So in CISA, let's say you have a question, you have 4 choices. Now all the 4 choices would seem to be correct. You have to go for the most correct choice. Let's put it that way. So you need to have right mindset and right practice of questions in order to pass for this exam. So there are also many online practice tests available which you can practice. I would say for those who feel time crunch and have issues like time management, they should definitely go for these online practice tests. Those who assume maybe from practicing from RA manual itself, they can realize how much time they take, so it should be good enough for them. But for me personally, I never went for the online practice test. Now, yes, you should go for the online practice test, but I would say only for the time management part. Don't rely on the answers that they suggest. Maybe refer back those answers with your review manual and check the answers. For time management, only the reference should be with the practice test. Alright guys, thank you for watching and I hope this video have been helpful for you, and all the best for your exam. Bye bye. Cheers.